Hey, welcome back to Chaotic History, the channel where we survive an entire country's history in one sitting. This is History Roulette. Let's spin the wheel and see who's up today. Huh, it's stuck. Two rivals, one world. 45 years, two superpowers, one planet that almost didn't survive it. Let's go. In February 1945, as World War II neared its end, the Allied leaders met at Yalta to carve up the post-war world. But the moment the common enemy fell, the alliance between the West and the Soviet Union began to crack almost immediately. An Iron Curtain descended across Europe, splitting the continent into a democratic West and a Soviet-controlled East. In 1948, the Soviets blockaded West Berlin entirely, so the West kept the city alive with a non-stop airlift of cargo planes for nearly a year. In 1949, the Soviet Union tested its first atomic bomb, ending America's nuclear monopoly overnight. Within a decade, both superpowers had built enough nuclear weapons to end civilization several times over, and called it mutually assured destruction. In 1957, the Soviets launched Sputnik, the first satellite in orbit, and sent the first man into space soon after, panicking America completely. America answered in 1969 by landing astronauts on the moon, a space race won in the final stretch. In 1961, East Germany sealed off West Berlin overnight with barbed wire, then concrete, the Berlin Wall. For the next 28 years, that wall stood as the most visible symbol of a world split in two. In October 1962, American spy planes discovered Soviet nuclear missiles being installed in Cuba, 90 miles from Florida. For 13 tense days, the world stood closer to nuclear war than ever before, until a last-minute deal pulled both sides back from the brink. The rivalry turned hot by proxy, nowhere more brutally than Vietnam, where American troops fought Soviet and Chinese-backed forces for a decade. By 1975, it ended in withdrawal, leaving both superpowers bruised and the Cold War far from resolved. In the 1970s, both sides tried something new: Détente, signing treaties to slow the arms race down. That thaw ended in 1979, when Soviet tanks rolled into Afghanistan, and the Cold War snapped right back to full tension. One American president rebuilt the military with a massive arms buildup, while a new Soviet leader answered with radical reforms, Glasnost and Perestroika. Openness meant the truth could finally get out, and across Eastern Europe, cracks the regimes couldn't hide anymore started spreading fast. On November 9, 1989, crowds tore down the Berlin Wall with their bare hands, piece by piece, live on television. 2 years later, the Soviet Union itself dissolved. 45 years of standoff ended not with a bomb, but with a wall coming down. And the world still lives with what came after.